All right, y'all. Today's vlog is only for people who struggle with social anxiety. If you do not struggle with social anxiety, please stop watching now.
They struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
No brakes. Sun's out, sun's out, sun's out, sun's out. Sunroof back, sunroof back, sunroof back. Windows down, windows down, windows down. Music up, music up. Yeah, here we go, guys. Here we go. Summertime, summertime. Feeling like summertime today, y'all. We're bringing the energy. We're bringing the energy. You bringing your energy today? You bringing your energy? Let's go. Let's bring this energy today, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. Full day of clients. Full day of clients. No coffee shops. No coffee shops. No food reviews. No laying around at the lake, at the beach. Nope. We're getting in the dirt, y'all. We're getting in the dirt. We're getting in the dirt with clients today. We're getting after it. We're getting in the dirt. We're fighting anxiety. We're fighting depression. We're fighting relationship issues. We're fighting money problems. We're going. Let's go. Let's go. Bring the energy, y'all. Bring the energy. Bring the energy. I'm still bringing the energy. I'm still bringing the energy. Let's go. But I wanted to talk with you about something that I'm seeing an uptick in. Now that we're taking off the mask, and we're getting back out and we're being more social, I'm seeing an uptick in social anxiety. I kind of expected this, you know, with the year plus that we had of in social isolation and not really being around people. One of the behavioral things that happen when you're socially anxious is you want to avoid situations. You want to avoid social situations. So for a lot of people that struggle with social anxiety, the pandemic was good because it allowed them to socially avoid situations with kind of the idea, you know, kind of hiding behind the pandemic and just the social isolation, right? The quarantining. The struggle is now life has come back. And so that just means that the anxiety just comes back, right? Oftentimes when we talk about anxiety, we talk about what's good in the short term may not be good in the long term, right? The short-term benefits of avoiding social situations would be is I feel better. In the moment, I feel better because I'm avoiding it. But the struggle is that the long term is that it just comes back, and it comes back until I get a set of skills that I can use when I go into social situations. So we are seeing an uptick in new client calls, and just previous clients of just saying, hey, we need to get on the social anxiety thing again. And so I'm really a big believer in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, right? And especially exposure and response prevention, ERP. That's a specialized treatment within cognitive behavioral therapy that we just go into social situations and we expose people to their fears, you know, the social interactions and those things, and then we prevent them from doing their response. It's a behavioral protocol. It's a behavioral protocol. We're going and behaviorally doing things, right? But when we're doing those things, when we're doing exposure response prevention, not only are we doing the behavioral, but we're also looking at the person's thoughts. So what am I thinking, right? Oh, that person's looking at me. Oh, they don't like me. Oh, they think my nose is big. Oh, they're gonna laugh at me. So we're looking at thoughts, okay? We're also looking at feelings, like how am I feeling inside? Am I feeling my heart race? Am I feeling like some numbness in my hands? Am I blushing? Am I sweating? Right? How's my breathing? So we're looking at thoughts, we're looking at feelings, and then as we're exposing people in situations, we're looking looking at their behaviors. Are they having good eye contact? You know, how's their tone? How's their voice? Is it audible? Can they, you know, how confident are they? How are they presenting themselves in these social situations, right? So we're looking for those behaviors, okay? So as we go out into the community and we work in social situations, we're looking for thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So you're probably saying, hey, Randy, like, what situations are you doing? What are you doing, right? What are you going out and exposing people to, right? Good question, by the way, good question. It's a question that people often ask. So there are really 4 areas that we help people that struggle with social anxiety. So initiating conversation and interaction, that would be the first one, right? Asserting self in conflict, that would be the second one. Making mistakes in front of other people, that would be the third one, right? And then the fourth one would be just being the center of attention, just being the center of attention. So you want to hear what we do? Okay, you want to hear the situations? You want to hear the situations? So what we do is we initially create a hierarchy. So just a 0 through 10 scale. It's called a SUDS. I'm getting a little bit technical here, y'all. I'm getting a little bit technical, but just to show you there is a method to our madness. We create a hierarchy, a 0 through 10 on the SUDS, subjective units distress scale, okay? And then we just plot these different social situations on the SUDS. So 0 being no anxiety, 10 being the most anxiety ever, right? Now, how would I feel? How would I feel? What would it be like to go into this situation, and what would my SUDS be? SUDS is kind of like a pain scale. So we start low, we start small, and just kind of work our way up. We work our way up until eventually we get to the 10s. So you don't even have to think about the hard ones right now, because we're going to just start with the 0s and 1s. We're going to start with the 0s and 1s, and then we're going to go to the 2s and 3s, and then we're kind of going to go from there, right? So the idea is that we just want small amounts of anxiety, the small amounts where you can, it's just enough. It's enough where it's difficult, but it's just not too much. The goal is not to create a panic attack. You know, we're not going to create so much anxiety that you're going to have a panic attack. The goal is just to have a little of anxiety and kind of move forward gradually, right? The idea is gradually. And as you move forward gradually, what we're doing is we're looking at your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and then we're just kind of habituating. We're habituating. I know that sounds like a dirty word. I've talked about it before, but habituating, all it is just getting used to the situation. I'm working through my thoughts, I'm working through my feelings, and I'm working through my behaviors. I'm working through these 3 things. So as I'm exposing myself to these situations, those 4 areas, as I'm exposing myself to these situations, the idea is the more I do it, the easier it gets. The more I do it, the easier it gets, all right? So what we have to know about ERP is really 2 things, right? You have to do it over and over again for it to get easier and easier again. So it's got to be frequent. It's got to be frequent. 3, 4, 5 times a week, as much as you can do it, okay? And you have to feel some anxiety. You have to feel some anxiety, all right? Now, the anxiety part when we're doing the exposures is kind of like a thermostat. You can turn it up, you can turn it down. We want to see how much you can tolerate. All right, we want to see how much you can tolerate, and we're just going to be there just helping support you and just cheering you on, but not too much cheering on, because we want you to cheer yourself on. All right, so we just go out into public, we create these social exposures. You know, initiating conversation could be just walking up to someone and asking them where their restroom is, right? That might be one that we're thinking about initiating conversation, right? Another one might be going and asking someone to help you try on, you know, like help you pick out a shirt, or asking them, hey, how do you think this looks on me? Yeah, so, hey, I'll just ask you guys, hey, how do you think this looks on me today? How do you think this shirt looks on me today, right? Another social exposure would be looking and just having eye contact with someone, all right? Just looking in someone's eyes, just looking in their eyes, not blinking, not smiling, just looking in their eyes. That'd be the center of attention. We would focus on that one being the center of attention. Just looking in their eyes. And that's something that you can do with a family. You can do that with a friend. You can do that with your therapist. But we just have a staring contest. No talking, no distractions, just staring contest. Okay, y'all. Okay. I hope that was a little bit on social anxiety. Social anxiety. If you're feeling socially anxious, thumbs up, thumbs up. You're not alone. You're not alone. I know this is a tough time. You can do it, though. You can do it. Get out there. Little bits of anxiety. Little bits, just little bits, all right? Over time. Habituate that anxiety, y'all. Habituate that anxiety.
On track, now we gon' way up. W is as easy as a layup.